test of times.
Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
I mean, the end of the first world.
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born to him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Esau is the so-called white man. Jacob is the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? We know that according to prophecy.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
So that's how we know that the Third World War is going to be fought. Esau is going to be in it. That's how we know that the Edomites weren't done away with in the Jewish-Roman wars. Okay? The Romans were Edomites. The Romans were Edomites. They were the fourth beast. The iron that stamped into pieces. Okay? You okay?
For Esau is the... Oh, sorry. Verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born to him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. 7. Okay. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
So the first ruler was Esau. Okay, the second ruler was going to be Jacob. Okay, so that's representing the world. So the Most High he made Esau reign in his first world. In the second world, Israel's going to reign. Okay, the Most High made different worlds for people to reign in. Read that in Hebrews.
Hebrews 1 verse 2. Have in these last days spoken to us by his Son, who he hath appointed care of all things, by whom also he made the worlds.
Okay, and then when you look that word up in the Greek, it's plural. Okay, the word's plural. Okay, look at the Texas Receptus. Just copy, cut, and paste the word. Look it up. That's the plural form of I think eon, I believe. Yeah, exactly. Which means age, period of time of rulership. Okay, so it's more than one period of time or more than one age of rulership. Okay.
From verse 7. Verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born to him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
So Esau had the first time to rule in one of the worlds, okay, and Jacob's going to rule on the last world, okay. And Jacob's going to be 7 and 8.
7 and 8. 7 and 8.
So Jacob's going to rule us, the Israelites, the 12 tribes. We're going to rule after the so-called white man goes down here in America and around the world. But the greatest destruction is going to take place here in America, okay.
Daniel 7 verse 18. When the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever.
Texas. Yeah.
Daniel 7 verse 27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom.
So it said dominion should be given to the saints of the Most High. Okay?
And all dominion shall serve. And all dominion shall serve and obey him. Daniel 7 verse 27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High.
So everything in this world, all dominion is going to be given to the saints of the Most High, okay? All dominion, all rulership, okay? Give me 226, Revelations.
This is Psalms 149.
So it said all dominion was going to be given to the Israelites, to the saints, okay? This is who the saints are.
Oh yeah, Psalms 148. And 14. Yeah, I'll start from 13. Let them praise the name of the Lord.
So let them praise the name of the Lord. So that's evident that you have to know the name, okay? And that David knew the name. David's saying that, right?
Exactly, yep.
Okay, the name is Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shah. That's what you say when you pray.
For his name alone is excellent. His glory is above the earth and heaven.
Verse
Like
4.
the Lord said, heaven is his throne and earth is his footstool. I believe that's 66. I'll say it. What?
And just to clarify, in my Bible it doesn't say David, so I ain't gonna really say it's David. So it's either David, Asaph, you know what I'm saying? So I won't say it for sure, you know? But it says, he also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him.
So the dominion that was going to be given to Israel in Daniel 7:18, which to the saints are the Israelites, according to Scripture. Okay? Not to the other nations.
I just want to say this, but like the brother said, David had to have known his name, because if it weren't for the Lord, David knowing the Lord's name, the Lord wouldn't have fought for David. The reason why David was able to pursue his enemies and destroy them all was because he had the name of the Lord. And that's why the scriptures say in Proverbs 18 and 20 that the name of the Lord is a strong tower and the righteous run into it and are safe. So David had to have the name, you know? But I just didn't want to be quoted about it being David, because it's something I don't say. Alright? Yeah.
Psalms 118 verse 10. All nations can pass me about, but in the name of the Lord will I destroy them.
That's beautiful.
Revelations 2 and 26. Revelations 2 and 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nation.
So, to him that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. Okay? That tells you that the other nations aren't going to be ruling with the Israelites. Okay?
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father.
So he said we're going to rule the nations with the rod of iron. Okay? The rod of iron represents rulership. Okay? A scepter. So all the dominion that was going to be given to the saints was going to be the rule over all the nations. We're going to have all the nations in captivity, serving Israel.
Got a precept for you? This is Psalms 149 and 6. Salakia. It's Psalms, 149 and 6. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hands.
So the high praises is having the name, having the word, having the truth, and the two-edged sword in his hand. Okay? That actually means to execute judgment. Really to destroy people. Okay? It's a two-edged sword. That scripture right there is not talking about the Bible.
That's right. To execute vengeance.
That's how you execute vengeance, with a sword. A sharp sword, but it's two-edged.
To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. To execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord.
Revelations 2 and 26.
The judgment written.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end.
So the scripture just said we're going to execute upon the heathen the judgment written. This is the judgment written.
To him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father.
So we're going to have the other nations in complete subjection. Okay, according to the scriptures, the other nations are going to be in complete subjection under the elect, under the Israelites, the true biblical Israelites.
Precept. This is Psalms 111 and 6. He hath showed his people the power of his works, that he may give them the heritage of the heathen.
29.
So that's slavery. Because when you look up that word heritage, it means possessions. So I'm going to read it again. Psalms 11 and 6. Psalms 111 and 6. He hath showed his people the power of his works, that he may give, talking about the Most High giving us, that he may give them the heritage or possessions of the heathen. So we're going to possess the heathen now. The word heritage, we looked it up on the blue letter, it means possessions. Everything that the heathen own and have are going to be ours. Rightfully so, because they're going to be under subjection. They're going to be our slaves. You know?